Before you begin, you want to make sure you preset your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, in your mixing bowl, you're going to place your sugar, your half cup of sugar, your 4 ounces or a half a cup of softened butter, and your vanilla extract in your mixing bowl. In another bowl, you're going to add your flour, your baking powder, baking soda, and your salt. And then you do want to mix it up with a fork or a whisk. Okay, so flour, you want to go ahead and mix it up thoroughly. You can use a fork or a whisk. You are going to use your stand-up mixer for this. Also have 2 eggs. You want to crack them into a separate container. Do not crack them into your bowl. You want to do it in a separate container in case you do get shells in them. And whisk it up with a fork or a whisk. Okay, and with the paddle attachment, you're going to go ahead and cream your sugar, your vanilla, and your butter. So go ahead and get that and snap it on. Place this on. Start it on low. And we want to get that till it's creamed. Then you're going to add your eggs. And then you could add your bananas at this point, or you can add your flour and then add your bananas. I'm going to go ahead and add the bananas to break them down. Just toss them in, they'll break down with the paddle. If you want to cut them in half, you may. Then you can get some parchment paper if you want, or you may use your bowl to add this in, whichever works. Parchment paper seems to work better. And this way you can actually easily add it in, just like so. Get it all in. Okay, then you're going to turn it off. Turn it down here. Just make sure all that flour and everything is incorporated in there. There's no pockets of flour. And then give it one more. Then your next step is you're going to be using these large muffin pans. You want to spray them. Make sure you do not spray them on the floor. It's very slippery. So either do it over the sink or do it on your table. Spray them really well, especially on the top, because they're going to flow over and they can stick on the top. So from a distance, don't go close. Just kind of get the whole pan just like that. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and take your bowl out. Give it a final little mix if you need to. Just take off the excess. Give it one final mix. And then you're going to scoop these in. Okay, they will all fit in there perfectly. You want to do them about 3/4 of the way. Just start out with one scoop in each one. So give it a nice healthy scoop. Place it in. So you want to be consistent on these, okay? Basically about the same amount in each one. You don't want to go something halfway up and the other one 3/4 of the way up, because then you risk one being not cooked or one being overcooked. So you want to be about the same amount each one. You do want to scrape your bowl, make sure you get everything out of there. Make sure you get the excess out. As you can see, I'm going to get as much as I can out of here, all of it. Scrape it all. This is where this comes in handy. Once you got them all in, and again they're pretty even, just give it a quick little shake in there, and then you're going to place them in your oven, and we'll bake them roughly for about 25 to 30 minutes. Roughly in that time, 25 to 30 minutes. Okay, you want to remove them from the oven, then you want to get a toothpick, and you want to check it. Usually you want to check the largest one, the one that's the highest, and run a toothpick right through it. If it comes out clean like this is, then you know you're done. And you'll let them rest for at least 10 minutes. So what you want to do is, after they cool off for about 10 minutes or so, run your paring knife around the edge on each one, and this will assure that they'll come out. Just run them all the way through along the edges. Make sure they are cool. When they're hot, they are steamy, and sometimes they tend to stick. And there you go.